Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivanders with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
Godric's heart, are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
He would have killed me once he found the repository, if not before. I had no choice.
You're right. You had no choice. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor. I'm ready for what's next.
All right, then. The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
Astonishing.
That must be the way to the repository. Revelio.
We can only hope that we're not too late, and that we find nothing but a repository undisturbed beyond this door.
I should hope that the enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now, I can assure you they will in the future.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was. Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered. Damn, the goblins.
I wonder if Framon is here.
Let's go. If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far behind.
You and I have faced worse, Professor.
Search the area!
Renbrook will be pleased with our progress.
Revelio.
We need to press on. Ranrock must be here somewhere.
This drill stands between us and him. We need to move it.
I shall handle it. One moment. Let's go.
This one's almost down. Confringo! Confringo! Bombard! Crucial! Defender! Potato! Glacier! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender! You're no match for us.
A dead end. Now what?
Professor! That wall! That's the way forward!
Very perceptive, my young friend.
Revelio.
It worked. Let's go. Ranrock must be getting closer to finding the repository.
Luma! I fear you're right, Professor. There's nothing we can do but keep searching. Revelio. Lumos, listen.
More goblins up ahead.
What have
Bombard.
Thank you.
boy, coming back this way?
Leviosa. Bombarda.
Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Imperial. Crucible.
You two against Ranrock.
Accio. Bombarda.
Unforgivable.
Crucible. Imperial.
No sense.
Revelio.
These tunnels haven't brought us much luck so far.
Revelio. Revelio. We're getting closer, Professor. That way. Reparo.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Get us this way!
We'll show these beasts who's in charge. Rebellion! Your timing couldn't be better, Professor Hackett.
Thank you, Professor.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Imperial!
Not
Confringo!
pity crucified.
When are you going to give up? You're so very weak.
Time to move. We're in the thick of it now.
We'll show these beasts who's in charge. Your timing couldn't be better, Professor Hackett.
Thank you, Professor.
Imperial! Such Christmas!
You don't know who you're playing with.
Confringo! Bombarda! Accio! Confringo!
Think you're clever, don't you? Not quiet enough. This doesn't hurt.
Was that your
Won't get away with that.
Imperial! Leviosa! Look out! Another troll! This one's worse than the last two! Stop him! Imperial! Confringo! Crucible! No, Professor, you could leave some for the rest of us. We couldn't be happier to see you, Marty Sharp.
Let's get this over with.
Accio!
You can't stop us.
Leviosa! Confringo! Glacius! Bombarda! Confringo! Glacius! Leviosa! Confringo! Potato! Crucible! Glacius! Bombarda! Confringo!
we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you, what Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
I have decided to open the repository. Its power cannot lie dormant for centuries more.
After everything you've seen? What about Isadora's fate?
No. You're right. I haven't forgotten. The cost is too high. Perhaps this magic is best kept contained.
I'm relieved to hear that. I know the power is tempting, but I'm glad you've decided to keep it contained for now. And whilst that may be the right decision in this moment, I confess, I have been thinking...
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her, and the others, sooner. Trusted them more. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
The Keepers were right. The risk of using this magic is too dangerous. It is my responsibility alone to keep it safe.
I understand, but you are not entirely alone. I will do all I can to help you.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this repository. It belongs to us.
Enough, Ranrock. It was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
Feeding off the power from the repository.
Your beautiful magic is no match for mine, child!
That did the trick. Now, Confringo! much to you. Bombarder! Defender! You can't run forever, Ranrock. There's no way.
Give up now. My
Not so powerful now, are you, Ranrock?
cannot be happening.
Now,
You will die.
this ends here, Radrock.
You think you can stop me? This cannot be happening. You will die. Think you can stop me? This cannot be happening. You will die.
This ends here, Radrock.
Think you can stop me? This cannot be happening. You will die. You think you can...
Professor! You need to contain it! Professor.
Miriam. Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Midi, whom we lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Can't believe we lost Fig. I didn't know him as well as you did, but I know he was a good man. Glad Weasley spoke for him. She honored him well. Fig will be well remembered.
Sebastian, there's something you should know. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if you faced quite a fight.
The rumors are true, and I did, but it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait, what are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. It was the loyalists. It's always been them. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
Once Rookwood allied with Ranrock, Isadora's estate became of interest to them both. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw your sister, well, he didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. And she's never been the same. So cruel. Rookwood deserved what he got. Thank you for telling me. It wasn't a goblin. I suppose I owe you an apology. All this time I thought goblins were the enemy. But it was never that simple. I have a lot to think about. Let's speak again soon.